Hey, hey, Arthur Fonzarelli here. Anybody who's old enough to remember the Fonz will know who Arthur Fonzarelli is. That's right, I'm the Fonz. Hey, Mr. C, and all that. Anyway, different tune today. Another bensound.com tune though, I've got to say. I'm well into his stuff. I'd probably just sit and listen to his stuff all day. Alright, let's get it back down in the background. Alright, so what we're talking about today. Did you not read the description? Bank levels. But this is the second video on it. You remember the previous video I had the red knight trading levels, which I think work like any horizontal line could do. But when I looked at them in sort of the wider picture like this now, I did think they look a little bit too uniform. I mean, these look a bit uniform. But we've got a bit of randomness here, look, you see. And we've got a little bit more randomness there. See all these extra levels I've got on here. So what this is called, believe it or not, this indicator, I've named it Cleva levels. Like Clever Sis, that's me. I've called this Clever levels. Now I can see most of your jaws are on the floor because that is an outstanding name, huh? It's okay, guys. Get back in the room. Right, so I know I'm stupid. I don't care anyway. What do I care if I'm stupid or not? Anyway, Clever levels then, which is this in version 1 at the moment. There is still work to be done here. And there's also, I've got to prove the concept. But looking at that chart there, you think, boy, this looks like it works. This looks like you could trade with these. This is the 1 hour chart. Now, if you're a shorter term trader and you fancy trading the 5 minute, now let's see how these trades apply. Well, just, yeah, this is, what's this? Aussie dollar, 5 minute, and this is Friday just gone. So we've got these levels here. These levels weren't drawn after, these levels were already there because these levels are a minimum of 1 week old. So what we've got here is a little bit of a big candle rejection here, close to these 2 weekly levels here I've got, and I've got this quarterly level here. Okay, and then I've got a monthly level there. I've got a low. Do you know when I first did this, I had low and high different colours, and it looked a right mess. And actually, lows. Let's face it, lows become highs, and highs become lows. Tops become bottoms. Support becomes resistance. You see where I'm going here? So I thought, let's just have them as one colour because this is way too confusing. I mean, I like a clean chart, but I'm learning to live with these levels on the chart because I'm working with them at the moment. As you know, I've gone back to working for someone. Lovely people, but you know what? When you've worked for yourself for so long, it's sometimes a little bit difficult. You think to yourself, I don't like having to... I don't know. I just don't like... I've always been a bit of a rebel, let's face it. Rebel, your face is a mess. A rebel. It's like the gothic version of a David Bowie song, that is. Rebel. Yeah, and I got my vampire cape on it as well. Right, let's get back to this. Goodness me, get back in the room, everybody. Right, so we've got a little bit of a rejection there. Okay, you should sell that, shouldn't you? Never mind the fact that it goes up after, because we're only looking at this bit of the chart, aren't we? In fact, let's step through it with F12, shall we? Let's do an F12 step through. Let me find my F12 key. Hang on. Hear my creaky drawer. Cat hairs on the keyboard as well. So F12, if you didn't know, I know some people learn this every time they speak to me. F12 steps through one candle at a time. Now you can see we've got a bit of support going on here. So are we going to buy this or are we going to sell it? This is a great way to test your theory, by the way. It's the best back testing I've done. We've definitely got to buy it. We've got to buy it on that candle there. Yeah, okay. So we bought it there. Let's have a look then. Well, you know what? I suggest that's not going to go up now. Let's get out. We should have stayed. And there be the lesson. Let your trades breathe. We're not stopped out. I mean, where would you put your stop at? You'd have to put it here anyway, wouldn't you? You'd be risking 6 pips, and we'd be aiming for this or this. I'd like to hold for this. You could have 2 tickets on, or 3, and get out on the first target, which would be there. Hey, this looks quite good, actually. Do we make this first target? Let's see. We need to get out now, don't we? I mean, we can sit and wait to get stopped out down here. Or we could... If we'd have locked in break even, we're close to getting stopped out. You see, that's why I say get out. You can always get back in. Right, now we've got another chance now to get to here. This was actually the strong candle, wasn't it? But well, let's face it, we were nervous because it hadn't quite made it down here. So we're going to get in here. And are we going to regret it? Or are we going to make it to at least target 1 again? Stops here. Come on, target 1. Now you see, I'm thinking let's get out because we got in here. But we've got a break-even trade there. Would I have been right, or should I wait to get stopped out? You see, this first trade wouldn't have been stopped out yet. We just got to see how attractive these are. Now we're glad we got out of there, and we're glad we got out of there, aren't we? But we still aren't stepped out here. Let's just see what happens. Oh, it's just retested that thing again. Oh, this is... We're still on this level again. Like, see, it definitely doesn't want to be down here, does it? It doesn't want to be up there either by the looks of this rejection. Look at all these wicks here. So I think we're going to have to hold and stay. Just hold on. What do you think? Buy or sell? Buy, stay out, or sell? I'm going to buy it. We'll go in. Stops here. I'm still holding. I'm holding now, definitely. I'm going to stay with it because I'm in down here. So I'm going to... Oh, look at that. My stops here. Now we're looking better, aren't we? Bit of resistance there. Let's have a look. Okay, so target 1's been made. This first trade, well, you know, you may or may not have got to stopped out there. It depends, really. So we're heading for here, aren't we? So target 1's achieved. We just added another 10 lots here. Oh, look, see, back to target 1. What do you think? We're still buying this. We're holding. There you go. So, and I'd actually forgotten what that does because I've not got a great memory. I just wanted to show you how this thing works, really. And I'm working on this a bit more now because I'm not happy the way that it says month low 38. I've got too many. I must have 50 months on here. Let's just have a look. Do you know what I'm thinking? Let me just get rid of... I'm going to have to redraw this. Hold the line colours. Just get rid of the objects. Let's put them back. They're still there. They've just got different numbers on, that's all. The levels are still the same. See, well, anyway, what I want these levels to do is, instead of it saying week high 6, I want it to say week high and the date. So at the moment I've got like an option to go up to about 99 weeks of highs and lows. Because the weekly high and low, I've noticed, plays a lot into it. So I don't know if that's where the banks are trading. I know I call this video bank levels because it's sort of a levels video based on the first one, which is called bank levels because he calls that indicator the bank levels, the red knight bloke. So, so I'm not sure mine's better or worse, and I know mine's work in progress, but the principles are the same. We've got levels that have been previously hit, previously ignored. This level, by the way, these levels, this is from 6 weeks ago, this level was here when this candle hit this, and so was this. There's nothing older than 1 week on the weekly, sorry, nothing younger than 1 week, 1 month, or 3 months actually, and a year. I haven't even got this year's high and low on, and I think I might need to add that. More work. Anyway, do you like it? Well, I hope you do. Right, look at that, levels there. But these levels, I suppose the older these levels, like these quarterlies, the monthlies, there's some monthlies somewhere, there's a monthly. So a monthly will be stronger, but you know, when you get like a cluster of them, I figure we get more chance of a bounce there. But I'm still trying to understand all this lot, so don't quote me on that. There's yearly levels here. Look at that. There's a yearly and a weekly level there. Interesting, huh? Let's have a look at another pair. Euro dollar. We're just going to skim through these now because otherwise you'll be here all day, won't you? And we'll just see what happened on Friday and Thursday. Well, this definitely paid tribute there, didn't it? You know, I think this is just neither in or there, is it? This is a 5-minute chart. What do it look like on 15? It's the first time I've really had a chance to look at it, you know, like and kind of try and analyse it at the same time. So, nice rejection there. You know, these big candles, if they don't just continue straight away, I figure they're always coming back where they came from. Have you noticed that now? They're like these big moves. If they don't hold, then they were just like this one here. Look, I'm just going to go back there. It's funny, isn't it? You know, like I think Sibleton always talks about this. Is like creating these voids, vacuums, like this, and then he has to go back. And it's actually done it again here as well. Interesting stuff. All right, okay. Little more. Let's have a look at another one. We're starting on the 1 hour. You see, these just the bigger level. I suppose really, the bigger the time frame, the bigger the levels. If you know what I mean. So, if you're on like a 1 hour, or let's have a look at a 4 hour. This is the pound dollar. I mean, this here, this speaks volumes, doesn't it? We have got a bit of a trend situation going on there. Channel. See, there's a bit of a channel there. If it breaks out of the channel, we're expecting it to go here, aren't we? Or is it here, the monthly, which is already hit and rejected from once? So we've got like a monthly level there, there's some weeklies there, and then we've got these weeklies around quarters, and there's probably a monthly in there for all I know. There's that many. See what happens on them, look. Bit of a miss, that one, really. I don't think we call that an accurate hit. Call it coincidence. I mean, it probably is. But you know what? At least what it does do is, much like I said about the Red Knight one, is that it just gives you somewhere to kind of look. Instead of just like, well, where shall I look? Shall I just go on the next candle? At least if you go here, you know there's been some reaction here before, historically speaking. And they do say that history repeats itself in the trading world. So, you know, I think it's worth some time and effort looking at it. You know, let's try and make this thing work, really, is my plan. Because I've always liked horizontal levels. I mean, I used to trade the grids before, the 10, 15, 25 grid, whatever. You know, and it still apply because it's price, isn't it? So it's not like it's, you know, not going to happen. At a certain place, price, whatever, you know, like if you get to a round number, yes, there's going to be a reaction, I suppose. But sometimes, don't forget, just like anything else, it plows straight through it. And then you've got to make a decision based on what you see. So we've got nothing here. I mean, really, no, we're not looking for anything until we get to somewhere like here. This one particularly, because this is a monthly. Or if we can get up here, we're definitely looking for something up here. So you just have to, like, sit on your hands, really, and wait, wouldn't you? This is the pound dollar, by the way. Let's look at it in the real world. See that? Look, boom, down to this quarterly. Boom, down to the quarterly. Actually, down to a monthly. And it goes back to this quarterly. Bounces. Back. Look at these levels. Look. I mean, this is like I'm doing exactly as I'm supposed to do here. Smashes through them. Can't hold it through there. Pulls back for a breather. Carries on. Smashes through another level. Pulls back. There's not really a lot that says it's going to bounce from there. You think it's going to bounce down to here for that. It didn't, obviously, because it's just too late on a Friday anyway, that is. But nonetheless, I just think they're interesting. Right, I'm going to flick through a couple more pairs just quickly, and then we're going to let you go because it's Sunday. And you know what? I've got to go to a meeting at 7:30. Can you believe that? 7:30. But you know what? It's got to be done. These things have to be done. More levels to look at then. I honestly think this is an intraday thing. You know, it just... Look at that. Nice little range there. Eventually it's got to smash through, hasn't it? There you go. So does it? It smashed through. So are we waiting for the retest? Smash through, little pull back, and then off we go. And where's it going? Possibly going to here, isn't it? There's a monthly and a quarterly there, and we've got a weekly. So there's a little cluster here. In fact, this is lovely, isn't it? All these clusters of levels. At some point, I'm probably going to release this to the general public. I think it could be worth a lot of money. I don't know how I'd release it though. I don't know. I'd probably sell it because I think if I left it down to everybody to donate, it would never happen, because I've read articles about that. And there's loads of people out there, and they do a lot of work, and they just put donate, and nobody ever does. Because we're all tight, you see, us traders. We're all really tight. There we go, look. Look at this level here. This is an annual level, a yearly level, these gold ones. I'm still learning the colours I've applied. Look at that bounce, bounce. You think that's bouncing, but it doesn't. Smashes through it in the end. And then we got a weekly level here, smashes through it, pulls back. Bit of rejection there. I mean, you could trade that, couldn't you? With a very small stop, like a 5 pip stop on this time frame. How does it look on the 5 minute? I mean, look at that. And this level's not new. This is like years old. It just goes to show you that history does repeat itself. Last one then, the Swissy. Let's have a look. So this is the hourly chart. Let's just have a look at the 4-hour chart. Because if you're working like I am, see, I actually prefer to trade intraday and get in and out and all that, but I'm having to look at other options given that I'm an employee at the moment. Bit of an order block thing going on there, these cluster of levels. So does that say with that kind of momentum we should be jumping on? I think it does, doesn't it? There's no hard rule there other than it's smashed through. And it's, see that, you'd think, oh no, that's not going to hold. But it does, doesn't it? See what I mean? That's whereas with a 5 minute, you think, alright, this is a good chance. We could go down here. I'm going to risk 4 pips for try and get 10 out of it or something. 1 to 3, 12 even. But if you're heading for this line here, just before this line, there's 10. Same here, a little bit of rejection, little hammer. This tells you it's definitely got to go a bit. Although it's not broke this level, but it does make, you know, 7. This doesn't move a great deal. I don't think the ADR is very high on this, the average daily range. Some people call it an ATR, average true range, but the daily range is what I'm interested in usually. No reason for that there other than it was close to a previous high from 3 months, and it's one of the quarterly highs. We've also got a monthly high. Because that's what they do, I think. They try and get in a little bit earlier. I wonder if it's going to go back up there to collect some more sellers. Possibly, and then it will touch this level, won't it? Yeah, okay, alright. Let's go back to the pound dollar, one more. Because that's probably a good one, isn't it, for the 4 hour? What do you think? It looks a bit cluttered, doesn't it, you know? And we can see this is in a downward trend at the moment, can't we? So we are expecting a reversal here if we're a channel trader. We're expecting this to go down the pan. Channels are good, aren't they? I do like channels, but that doesn't really apply. I mean, I think if I'm trading channels, I'm trading channels. I suppose if the channel was by this, I'd definitely be selling it, but not straight away. I'd wait for it to go. I'd actually wait for confirmation. Now, I know I've got a friend who will say, wait for what? Stick your orders in. You know you are. Right, okay. That's, yeah, he's probably cursing in his chair now at me. What? Confirmation? Confirm what? Yeah, you know you are. Right, okay. Look. Look at that. Did it go up there? See, got through it, pull back. That breakthrough. 4 hour, 150 pip trade there. And then we're going to go, what's this? Yeah, I'm still not sure. Like I say, I'd probably be more inclined to trade these levels on the intraday. They're just places to look. I suppose I could always add alerts to the levels, but I think there's that many would just drive you nuts. I think you just need to pay attention. Stick to 1 or 2 pairs. Everybody knows I trade the... I was trading the pound New Zealand, but I've sort of moved. Let's have a look how it looks on there. Let's pull back a bit. Do you know what? I need to just get the objects off and just repaint this one. So it's not repaint. It doesn't repaint, by the way. Just redraw them, because when you save the template, you save the objects from a different pair, so you miss out on what it should be doing. I need to sort of perhaps look at that. That when the pair changes, something else should change. Possibly. I don't know. It's brand new. This is version 1. It is brand new. I've only had it sorted this week. So here we go. We got a bit to play with there, haven't we? You know, there's a few to play with. But although I'm a New Zealand fan, I've actually been trading GBP AUD, and with some reasonable success. But not using these levels. This has just been like standard price action trading. And market's closed, which is why that's doing that. And we're just waiting now, aren't we, for this level, do you think? Or this level to be revisited. Then we could do it intraday, but I'd like to be trading this on the 4 hour. This tells me we're going back up here. It's just a thought. It's just a theory. What else have we got? Through that one. Made it through that one. Did make it to another one. See, I'm not sure about the 4 hour. Yeah, alright, listen. I've got to put this back now. I've lost the plot here. I'm going to have to just cut a bit of this video out. If I didn't cut it out, then you just saw all that mess. Right, there you go, look. So this one I'm going to leave us with. The pound dollar using these levels. I think it just looks the most well behaved. At the moment, that might not apply. But what we're looking for is, let's get rid of these again. We're looking for clusters of levels, aren't we? And then we know there's more action. There's an awful lot down here. A lot of weekly levels here, isn't there? So I guess are we just going sideways here, possibly? On a larger time frame? No, we're not. Anyway, listen, that's all you're going to get to now. It's still sunny, so I need to get outside and clean the Countach, really. If I don't clean it today, it's not going to get cleaned all week, so I better get out there. You know, some of us have tough jobs to do, like cleaning the Countach. Yeah, it's a bit of an old classic. Look it up if you don't know what it is. Oh, and then I'm going to get the my old 205 T16 out the garage and take it a run. Why not? Indeed. So a bit of music before we go. It's outro time. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get a bit more work in on this and try and create a strategy for it. And then I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to get these changed on this. I need some dates on here. That's going to take me hours and hours and hours again. But anyway, I'm just not a coder. That's the trouble. I'm struggling. I need help. Listen, if anybody wants to do this coding for me, let me know. We can work together on it. We can collaborate. That's what we could do. We could collaborate. We could have a collaboration for the nation. It's a collaboration for the nation. Yeah. Right then. Righto, it's me now. Thomas Shelby. And I'm going because I'm from Birmingham. Small Heath. And I'm a Peaky Blinder. Yes, I've been watching that as well. Peaky Blinders. So, time to go. See ya. Bye. Help me. Help. Just thought I'd leave you with a quick look at that 5 minute. I'm definitely going now. Goodbye.